All right, we're just going to give the stream just a moment to let people filter on in. And we're going to get started here. You know what I should probably do? First of all, got to change that. Just checking, just changing some of the basic info on the actual thingy itself. There. I think we should be good to go here. Excellent. All right, let's get our chat pop out. And yeah, let's get started here. So I just want to let you guys know that there's been some more updates to the game. We're playing on, was it 1.0.14? I believe it is. Let's see here, let's take a look. Yep, 1.0.14. So there was some updates. And I did play the game just a little bit earlier. I unlocked one of the achievements. It was like the Empire's Bane, where it's like you have to kill so many soldiers, Empire soldiers. And then there unlocked a couple of tokens. So that's good. So let's continue on. I tried doing the Empress again. And I failed miserably. I got up to like 4 blessings. That's the one where you have to ascend the mountaintop, and you have to have 6 blessings. But unfortunately, I only had 4. So I think that we're going to need to conquer some new territory, and hopefully we can get like something that actually starts the game with whatchamacallem, blessings, or something that some kind of like event, kind of like the Old Maiden, you know, where you can choose between like getting food, money, or fame, I think. We need something like that, something that gives us some actual blessings.
A new applicant approaches.
As is,
a new story unfolds.
When it comes to the Empress,
the stakes are raised.
It only seems to give you 4, right? There's 2. Maybe it's RNG based, because I swear to God, the first time that we tried doing it, there were like 3 different occasions where you can like donate 6 gold to the temple prayer or a temple donation box, whatever, and it gives you a blessing. But I keep only getting 2, and then at the end of every time you ascend, you get the old crone and her like special wicked brew type thing where you have a chance of getting blessings as well. But I can only manage to get 4, so I think we need to just open up new cards. That's the only one that I don't have the gold token for. So what else we got? We got the Emperor. We're not going to do the Emperor yet. You know, I want to unlock a few more food gain cards, because that, or not only just food gain cards, but there's a couple other cards that show, like, open up the map. Like there's the Watchtower, there's like the Forked Road, I think it is. That's gonna really help out. So we're gonna investigate that later. So we have the Hierophant and the Chariot. Let's do the Hierophant. That sounds like a pretty good idea. All right, now as far as my companion goes, I'm gonna continue on with Malacalypse here. And for our encounter cards, all right, so this was one of the tokens that I opened up when I was just playing on my own. It was basically like, if you guys remember from Hand of Fate 1, how you got like the dungeons with like all the traps and stuff, you just had to get to the end. Well, it was basically like that. And there was like special little treasure boxes, and some of the treasure boxes had like gold. There was one that had health, and there was one that had, like, actually I think there were 2 that had food. So I ended up completing that, and that was the next card. And then this card right here, if you guys remember in the previous live streams I've done, it's basically like you have to go into some sort of Empire fort and save some children as part of his storyline, and I was able to complete that finally. So now we're on the next step. So let's go ahead and add that. And I would like to get some of these newer encounter cards up in the mix. And of course, the burning building just sucks, but we're gonna have to give that a shot. Oh, and the cartographer. Cartographer is gonna be really excellent for the Emperor. It's basically if you've already like explored most of the map and then you hit the cartographer card, I think that's when you get the actual token. So we're gonna stick with these. And as far as equipment goes, I'm still trying to unlock these oh, weird. I don't understand why it's not letting me. I'm still trying to unlock some of these like weapon tokens. I don't know if it's like completely just RNG based or what. Map reveal. Oh yeah, we should get that. Ring of food. I don't remember what you did. We have more blessings than curses. Boy, that would have been really handy dandy in the Empress. And what did you do? Oh. Fire inflicts 40% less damage. Okay, well, you know what we should probably do is get some armor. So what's this? Alright, well, let's try doing that. And I guess pious robes, because they're always good. It's basically like, yeah, you don't starve. Like, these are almost necessary for the Emperor. Okay, now for our supply, see, I'm still trying to unlock these cards. So we're gonna get that, and then I'm still trying to get the Warrior's Axe here. So let's proceed on. Alright, so the Hierophant. Discover which assassin seeks to kill Father Galfrey. Remuneration. Information comes at a cost. Collect gold to use for bribes. Tempt fortune. Be prepared for dice games. Oh. And take heed. Thieves are not known for their loyalty. Alright, well, let's give it a go.
In better times, it would have been my card here. The guardian of knowledge and the protector of the gates of life and death. Now Callus sits that throne, and miscreants assume the position. I do not know what the usurper Callus has done with the game. He will have made changes, that is certain. How these changes will impact, I know not. I have tried to anticipate him here as I train you. I have built as many different scenarios as I can muster. You must be ready when we arrive.
So I really like the dealer, and I like the fact that they have the same voice actor that did it from the first game. But they make him a little verbose. Like, the guy just can't shut up for a little while. Really sucks for live streams. Anyways, with Molocalypse's encouragement, what's a few murders in the grand scheme of things? You find yourself sat opposite the opulently dressed leader of the Thieves Guild. Or one of the leaders, its shadowy organization. He takes a sip of wine and leans back to savor the taste. I am scheduled to be assassinated. Okay. I believe the suspect is one of my own. With subtle nods, he indicates a bearded man, a woman with red hair, and a man with gray eyes. Borden, Rowena, and Grindon, my 3 personal silencers. One of them left me this note, I am sure. When the red candle's flame burns out on his last evening at the Mulberry Inn, the false priest will have his sins appeased. He points out the red candle upon the fireplace. The assassin favors theatrics over secrecy, it seems. Find the assassin for me. To do that, we will most likely need gold. Thieves will tell you anything for gold. Sure, let's ask him who he is. I am known as Father Galfrey. Though it is not my true name, of course, I keep track of accounts in this region. Alright, well, how about the information about the assassin? A note was left for me at this inn. Right, we already got that. Alright, what about the Borden? Borden is the eldest in my employ, a simple, nervous kind of man. I highly doubt that he would have the heart nor the finesse to assassinate me, unless he has hidden his true nature all this time. Okay. Oh, look at that, we gotta collect clues here, okay. I'd say you'd have to pour a few meads into him if you want him to talk. Okay, so we gotta get him drunk, which means we're probably gonna have to pay for beer. Let's talk about Rowena. Rowena has been one of my silencers for as long as I have been in this position, and that is a very long time indeed. I asked that she infiltrate my 3rd Legion of the 3rd Legion of the Imperial Army and eliminate their captain. She did so, of course, as efficient as anything. Alright. I suspect that she is only truly loyal to gold, but she is quite a valuable asset to the guild, so it would be a shame if she intends to assassinate me. Alright. Find the assassin for me. Do that. Right. Let's ask about Grindon. He's been in my employ for some time. He's prone to making the most preposterous claims, many of which are untrue. I'd be wary of his exaggerations, even if he isn't the assassin, and especially when he's had too much wine. Okay, so we can't get this guy drunk. Alright, we're gonna retire, and with that, he waves you off away, and you retire to bed wondering how Malocalypse talked you into this. Alright. So we need quite a bit more clues.
One should always keep an eye on their belongings, lest little hands find idle work.
With a snap, you feel something being yanked off your person. You're being ambushed. You turn to see a few goblins running away, giggling and pointing at you. With no time to check what was stolen, you rush after the thieving devils. Some highwaymen emerge from the bushes to protect the goblins. Thieves Guild. So I'm wondering if this is like the first game, where when you attack the goblins, they like drop gold. But you have to kill them like quick enough, otherwise they get in some sort of portal and they disappear. Which would be a little bit harder to do because we got the thieves. We don't have like the double dagger thingies that are especially good for killing off the thieves, unfortunately. Thief. There will ever be a place for small hands and quick wits. Defeat goblins quickly to avoid losing your items for gold. Thieves will attack more frequently while goblins are alive to protect their spoils. Alright.
You should run!
Alright, well, oh, they are dropping gold. Come on, pick up the goddamn coins, bitch. Taking unnecessary damage. That's one down. Oh, get him. Oh, I killed him. Look at that. Killed him right in the nick of time in like the last second. Hey there, thief man, you ain't shit. I say that as he slashes me. Well, we managed to complete it without losing anything. I didn't realize I was under time constraints here. You take back your warrior's axe from the unconscious goblin. As soon as you do, with a splutter, the goblin in question awakes and flips away from you. Giggling, it escapes into the forest. Unfortunately, a goblin has escaped with a couple of the warm pasties you were looking forward to eating. We lost some food. With the thugs defeated, you search their bodies for valuables. Alright, well, we get to choose between things. Discard any non-food gain cards to receive +2 food. Okay. Well, what does this do? Yeah. I'm sure we could probably manage to get up to 6 fame, so we'll take that.
The power rage grants is often misunderstood.
Nice. Get some food. Let's take a look at our inventory. How do I get my goddamn axe? How do I get the token? Like how? I want to get the token so bad. Like why isn't I remember Googling this. I just can't find any information. I don't know. Maybe somebody's posted something recently, but they're used. Like I was looking up how to actually unlock the weapon tokens.
I can't determine whether you're the sort of person to put their faith in goblins, or merely the sort to give their actions no thought.
The tower is in chaos. Alarm bells have the garrison soldiers in a panic. As you watch, a goblin with a hefty sack leaps from a window, dangling from a makeshift rope. He bounces painfully off the walls as he lowers himself to the ground. The castle doors fly open. Guards assemble, armed and angered. The goblin blows his horn, discharging a little more than a feeble hiss. I need a moment to recharge this. Help me, and I'll split my takings. Before you can reply, he throws you an item from his sack. Here's your retainer, he says. So we gain a whole bunch of money. The guards rush forward. Arrest them! They're with the goblin. Well, this shouldn't be too hard. Fighting the Empire soldiers is pretty easy. You know, the thing that makes them kind of a pain is their shields. But it ain't no thing. I'm gonna crush these guys. That fool up. Yeah. So my goblin, he survived. So hopefully we'll get something good out of this. Hearing the shouts of additional guards, the goblin summons a portal and drags you in. The three of you fall through a seemingly endless tunnel of swirling stars. I really hate these.
Vain man. You must appreciate that this game, has been my focus for more years than I can count.
I'll take the money.
I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
You see the goblin ahead. His sack tears open and his loot tumbles towards you. Alright, so we gain some cash. After what seems a lifetime, the portal releases you in a forest. You find Malocalypse passed out behind a shrub. You help him and continue on your way. And we get our fame
alone has got you here.
So which means I can actually equip my armor. Finally. Not that it was really that long. Your majestic disappearing act has become the talk of the town. Alright.
Fire is a symbol of so much.
And just out of curiosity, what does this do again?
Will, creative force.
Deal more damage the more life you lose in combat. We gain +3 gold whenever you draw a gold gain card, which is... And some light armor. Okay. This sucks, but like having Malocalypse is almost necessary because you get these the burning or the wheel, and you got to keep dragging all the kids out. I'm not gonna read it. It's just a pain in the ass. There's a burning building, and you gotta take out the people. I'm kind of wondering if this actually works. Let's brave the fire ourselves. We have to get the toil. Oh, go back. God damn it. Redraw. So you only get the one. Alright. And it goes faster each time. We have to get all three of them out.
Let's see what you do with that, given your position.
I'm pretty sure that we used our one and only redraw. Oh no, god damn it. Can I reach? Oh. Son bitch.
Oh dear. Move faster next time.
Oh no. I think we're screwed. I'm pretty sure you have to get all of them. No, go back. I suck at these, man. The wheel sucks. really hate that card. It's such a pain in the ass.
Once again, we return to the inn.
Let's enter the
save
inn.
A life.
You enter the Mulberry Inn and find Father Gulfrey at his usual table by the fireplace. You sit down across from him.
And clouded. Why this life? Why this inn?
He scratches some numbers on one of many rolls of paper strewn across the table and then glances up at you. 3 days until the assassin comes for me and 3 suspects. How apt. 3 days to uncover the liar. I would like you to follow one of my silencers on a job, trading trust for information. Pay for it if you must. Why don't we get the drunkard? Actually, let's ask why an underling would want to kill him. We all covet gold. That is why we are in this business. No, if somebody has paid a high price for my head, then there is little I can do. He considers his wine for a moment. I'd imagine that the assassin is more inclined towards lying. If you can root out the liar, you will uncover the assassin too. Said the assassin will always lie regardless of the personality. So then that's going to be Grindon. Grindon was the liar. I've told Grindon to stake out the castle by the Moorhammer Lake for any movement, out or in. The lady of the castle owes us a considerable debt. Alright. You note the meeting point on your map and retire for the night.
Here you are, helping thieves challenge thieves, without a thought for their ultimate victims.
Okay, so what is this? Alright. The shopkeeper nods as you enter. Adventure! How is the world out there? Why don't we look at your equipment? Boy, that would be pretty sexy. I have the money. I'd really like to get this blinding brew just to unlock it. But we're gonna need money, right? I think we're gonna hold off. Let's, maybe sell some stuff? Maybe not. I think we'll just chill. Goblins! So I gotta deal with this again. Yep. And we have to kill some anarchists of greed. We have to kill them off in time, too. Wait. Oh, they took my, my axe. All right.
I hope this works!
Hoping to mess these guys up, like... Oh, shit. Wow, it's like I'm stun locking these guys. Oh, what are you doing? Get him. Alright, well, we took out all the goblins. So I don't understand the goblin escape. I mean, I killed all the goblins, but it wasn't, the timer wasn't going away. It makes no sense to me. Kind of dumb if you think about it. You take back your warrior's axe from an unconscious goblin. Okay, we get some new. A humble hammer
is the beginning of power.
Deals less damage the higher the wielder's fame. Minimum 16 damage. I don't want to equip that. I think I'll just keep the warrior's axe. We need some food. So now, just out of curiosity, I mean, there's the guild, so let's continue to explore, I guess.
Fortunately, this caravan is bound with spells that
so
allow
I tried
us
doing
to
this
travel
when I was playing on my
without
own,
arousing the
and it's
attention of
basically
such
another
thieves.
big wheel, and you've got to continually steal stuff, I guess. I mean, I don't really know. Oh, I haven't seen this. This isn't the same thing. I'm not normally one to create a scene, but time is of the essence. You find The caravan of a particular cartographer, Merrick explains. Among his possessions is a map of the Great Sands. Find it for me. If you happen to bring me anything else of value, you can keep it. Just bring me that map. Okay, I remember seeing the map as a available item that you can get. With a great heave, you dislodge a large boulder, sending it crashing down to the slope to block the carriage's path. The driver of the first carriage sounds the alarm, blowing a great horn in an attempt to notify any patrolling Empire guards. The sound echoes through the gorge. With the rest of the procession in disarray, you quickly descend into the valley and approach the first caravan. Alright. So we need the map. I don't think I'm seeing the map. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's right here. There it is. Alright. So... Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah! I'll take that shit. Big money, baby. Amid the chaos, you find the wagon of that Merrick had described. As the cartographer attempts to temper the horses, you sneak aboard and rifle through the papers and parchments. Tucked under a bottle of ale and glittering silver ornament, you find it, the map of the Great Sands. You swing the sack over your shoulder and exit the carriage. Why don't we... I mean, there is a bunch of other, like, really good stuff here, right? So why don't we try doing that? And that's one of the power of Malaklo, so we get to redraw in case we screw up. Nice. Let's keep the food. Faux show. Okay, well let's raid another one. We'll do it one more time and then we'll call it quits, right? I'm not really a gambler. Yeah, see now it's ridiculously fast. Yeah. We'll continue. I'll keep that. And then, the caravan is a merchant's dwelling. On the table sits a small chest containing valuables. You pick up the chest and empty the containers into a sack. Let's leave with my spoils. The merchant's still reeling from the shock of your ambush, and with Imperial soldiers fast approaching, you make your escape. Away from the chaos, you check your spoils before continuing on your journey. So, food, some money, and the map. You find Merrick waiting where you left him. His eyes grow wide at the sight of the map, and with a flourish, it disappears behind his cloak. Tell no one of this, he says with a smile. Meet me at the edge of the sands in 3 nights' time. Outstanding.
A reward well earned.
So we get our token. That's always good. Let's keep exploring. Let's go to the guild. See what's what.
Assassins. I have little love for them. Less still for the criminal guilds that fill the cities these days. Bankers, thieves, assassins, merchants, kings. Each tries to use their power to control those around them.
Yeah. With a shout, Grindin signals your arrival at the castle by the Moorhammer Lake. You find some long grass and settle down for a day. Despite being a stakeout, Grindin happily talks quite loudly. You know, my sources tell me the lady inside is wanted for high treason. He suddenly pulls out a bit of charcoal and paper. Would you like my autograph? No. You can't help but laugh. Grindin trusts you a little less. Time passes, but nobody leaves or enters the modest castle. I say, who are you anyway? Grindin retrieves a boiled sweet from a paper bag and pops it in his mouth. I've not seen you around before. We'll say we're a new recruit. Oh, really? I heard we didn't need any more recruits, that we're struggling to feed the mouths that we already have. Grindin squints at you suspiciously, stroking his head. Tell me, what do you do to get recruited? So I can say that I stole the shoes off of Follow Golfrey while he was sleeping. That you stole the stars from the sky and put them in his eye. We'll do that. Ah! Grindin snatches the air in front of you triumphantly. Everybody knows Follow Golfrey doesn't wear shoes. He has wooden legs. Well, okay, we're not getting anywhere with trust here. Little else happens during the stakeout. You spend most of the time watching a dog sleep. Before you head your separate ways, you take the chance to question Grindin. Grindin is checking his appearance in the reflection of his blade. Let's ask him about his favorite food. Ah, great question. It would be sugar spun swan, no doubt. Okay, let's ask him about what he thinks of Father Golfrey. Sorry, but I only share that sort of thing with my dedicated fans. Let's pay 8 gold. Grindan places the gold into a royal blue coin purse made of velvet and lace. What do you mean? I'm giving him the money. Why do I need a roll for this?
I hope you have learned to be their master.
Right in the
well
money.
Well done. You continue to impress.
Father Golfrey, a doddering old fool. I'm surprised he hasn't already been replaced by a younger, more dashing guild member. He's gone soft in his old age. The other day, he let one of the rabble go free after they mucked up a job. No thumbs chopped off or nothing. Grindan is checking it right. Let's ask him about his family. Let's give him some money again. This is why I didn't want to buy anything. Who needs family when I have so many devoted followers? Alright, so let's ask him about his past. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay him some money. Bastard's expensive. Oh, what the hell?
You can always try again, if you survive, of course.
So we'll give him 5 gold this time. So we need a higher dice roll target. Fabulous. Look at that, we get it right on the first roll. I'll take it. No complaints from me. Well, I used to be a famed actor, but that was a while ago. Okay, bid goodbye. I wonder how much Grindan has told you today is a lie. Alright. So we just... You know what? We should probably make a camp. I hope this doesn't count as my nights.
Take this chance to review the clues you have learned so far.
Let's trade first. Let's sell some equipment. I want to sell the Humble Hammer. Make some money. Okay. And then... let's review our clues. So that Borden has worked for him for a long time. Golfrey will... said that Borden will spill the truth when drunk. Okay. Always tell the truth for money. Okay, let's, he used to be a famed actor, and that's all we know. Alright, well, let's, break camp here. You enter the Mulberry Inn to find Father Golfrey at his usual table by the fireplace. You sit down across from him. He scratches some numbers on one of the many rolls of paper strewn across the table, and then glances up at you. I hope the job with Grindan was fruitful today. You are not dead with a knife in your back, so I presume yes. It would be prudent to reveal what my silencers have said when you have a quiet moment. Perhaps you will catch a lie in the process. Okay. Let's go to Borden. Let's talk about the goblin problem. Goblins, from our guild, he scratches his chin in annoyance. Their loyalty to the guild is tenuous at best. Here, take this. Thieves' folly.
So much folly begins and ends with crime.
This item will always be stolen instead of other equipment and gold. Nice. I'll take that. A funny bunch, goblins. Tomorrow, who will you follow? Let's try Borden this time. You know what? We have the money. We could probably do Rowena, right? Yeah, let's do Rowena. I mean, we got the money. Rowena has been tasked with kidnapping the child of Lady Fielding as they journey to the capital. Okay. You note the meeting point on your map and you retire for the night. All right. So we're gonna need to meet up with her right away. A madman.
They say madness can be a blessing. Not I, however. I would never be so thoughtless.
The journey comes with some confusion regarding logistics and food. What do children even eat? Malaklips has cried. In the end, you manage to bring the mage children safely to the madmen near Frostford. Their home is an ominous building with high gates, barred windows, and faint screaming coming from within. It passes as an asylum disquietingly well. Right, we'll just drop these little munchkins off and be on our way to get the cure. Malocalypse leads your ragtag bunch to the main door before turning to you and saying seriously, please, perform the secret knock. I don't remember. Okay, wrong. Then he merely pushes open the unlocked doors. You are met by two tall men, identical twins, dressed in patterned nightgowns. Era of the Veil told us you'd be coming, one of the twins says. I'm Barry, and this is Mary. They call us the Madmen, but it is only a name. They shove you inside and hurry the children indoors. We're good sorts, aren't we, Barry? His twin nods as he brushes the children's hair and hands them nightgowns. Yes, indeed. But sometimes I forget we're merely acting, and I do mad things like setting that farm on fire. Keeps the rabble off our trail, though, don't it? Mary nods as he brings out a plate of warm spiced breads. As children warily settle down to eat spiced breads and butter, Mary asks you for a favor. We need your help clearing out this place. Hasn't been an orphanage for a long time, has it? Not fit for children. The monsters in the burning room, Barry notes while cutting carrots. Let's go kill the monster. Barry leads you down to the cellar door. It's in there. I've had to resort to going down to town to buy our pickled vegetables. They scream like banshees when I ask them what blood they've pickled them in, though. Barry closes the door behind you. You follow the steps beneath the fortress until you find yourself in an underground cave. You hear a guttural moan. Ugh! Terror of Blight? I don't remember if we fought this thing yet. Oh yeah, I try to remember this thing. Oh, holy shit, man. We're going like stupid quick there. Die! Oh, look at that. Hey, got another achievement. Ninja. I don't know what that's from. I'll have to look it up. I don't know the time that is. So to get the token, you poke at the dead thing to see if it holds any treasure, but find nothing of value. Malocalypse rubs his shoulder nervously as he gazes into the creature's cold, dead eyes. With that dealt with, you return to the kitchen. Mary boils sheets in a massive steel vat while his brother prepares radishes for the stew. Their tummies full of warm bread, the children find comfortable spots around the kitchen to nap. Alright, let's extinguish the burning room. As you approach the stairs, a man in rags rushes past and barrels into an adjacent room. He peers out at you with mad eyes. That'd be Freedom, Mary says behind you. He kept trying to climb Frostforge's clock tower, so they sent him here. He's harmless. Frida slams the door closed, then open, then closed again. You arrive at the burning room. The room is literally on fire. Everything has been reduced to ash inside. Somehow, magic is keeping the fire contained from within. Let's ask Malocalypse. The mage shrugs. Perhaps that's the answer? He points to a chubby, lizard-like creature the size of a small dog. It watches you cautiously from the corner of the room. A fire salamander, a hatchling at that. I'd have thought them long extinct. The room is alright. Let's try to placate the flame creature. Okay, well, we've got one chance to do this. Oh, hey! You coo and offer cake to the fat little lizard. Intrigued, it waddles over to the doorframe, licking its lips. You notice the flames recede as it approaches. The fire has been extinguished, but the room continues to smoke and smolder. Let's ask what Malocalypse. Okay, well, let's walk in. With the salamander calm, the flames recede and the room becomes cool enough to enter. The chubby creature clambers up your leg, snuggles into your arms, gibbering softly into itself. The little beast gags and convulses in your arms until, with a tiny squeak, it coughs up an item that drops painfully out onto your toe. So we lose health? Okay, well, We get some pious robes. I think we're gonna stick with the Berserker's Creed. So we will not equip that. Probably end up selling it. On the advice of Molocalypse, those ones are prone to spontaneous combustion. You release the little creature outside. Gives your palm a warm little lick before it patters off away to the cliffs nearby.
One step closer to a cure.
Yeah, there's another token down.
If it is as they say, my interest is piqued.
With the problems resolved, the madman insists you stay for supper. Seated on opposite ends of a comically long dining table, you shout conversation at each other. Molocalypse takes quietly and jovially to the shouting. Let's compliment the stew. You yell across the table that the stew is delicious. What? What? Mary shouts back. She says there's too much carrot in the stew. Molocalypse joins in. The madmen look at each other confused. No, we can't marry you. Yes, I will marry you, Molocalypse replies. He reaches for his lute. It's real Armskirk wood. Thank you for noticing. Alright, let's ask them how they know Molocalypse. Yes, Molocalypse stole some scrolls from the orphanage once. The bard chokes into his bowl. The madmen see nonchalant about their transgression. You see, you were just a boy, but it doesn't make it right. We'd like those scrolls back sometime. Alright, let's ask them their opinion of the Empire. General calamity, isn't it, Barry? Mary shouts as he hands out a hunks of bread. Barry nods. Wouldn't think that they were so bad if only they didn't try to kill us. Kill all of us magic folk. Not to mention what they did to the poor lizardmen. I remember, Barry continues, when my silk trader was a lizard man. Now they're all dead, except for the bloke hiding in the city. Weren't, Molocalypse bellows back, weren't the lizard men wiped out centuries ago? Barry scratches his crooked nose. At least you think he did. He so far away. Yes, it's been a while, hasn't it? Alright, so let's finish eating our supper. As you finish your stew, Molocalypse brings out his lute. After the second song, the madmen politely suggest that it's time for the two of you to leave. The children giggle at the bard's slight indignation. Oh, we get a bunch of fame. With the maid's children peering out from behind them, the madmen near Frostford wave goodbye from the front door. As the door closes, your companion collapses on his hands and his knees, oozing blood from his mouth. He pulls himself warily to his feet and groan. This cure can't come soon enough, coin slave. Alright, well, let's do some more reading at the guild. You and Rowena need not travel far before finding a gilded carriage trundling along an imperial road. The carriage is protected by a contingent of guards, so we gotta defeat all the enemies before the timer ends. I really hate these. The timers suck, man. They're just awful. Well, let's fight our guys. We haven't fought the steel phalanx before, so that's a new enemy. I'm guessing you probably have to kick them because they're going to use their shields. At least that's my guess anyways. The musket men ain't really that hard. You just got to avoid their muskets. Pretty obvious. God damn it. Hopefully these guys don't have like a million hit points. Oh, there's one down. Another one anyways. God damn these musket men. Must die. I kicked that guy. Kicked him to death. There should be an achievement for that. Oh, booyah! Look at that shit. How? How did we get it? Is it just random? I don't understand how I got the Warrior's Axe token. I mean, I'm glad to get it. Well, she trusts me a little bit more. That's good. You open the carriage door to see a woman dressed in silks and gems clutching her son. Please, she cries desperately, take this gold. He's just a child. Without a second thought, Rowena pockets the heavy pouch of coins from the weeping mother and then closes the door on them. The thief stares at you coldly. Let's, swear yourself to secrecy. She trusts me a little bit more. Okay. If there's nothing else, I have business elsewhere. Let's ask her what she thinks about Father Golfrey. He sits in a finery counting coins. I expect he will do so until the day he dies. She considers you for a bit. I wouldn't trust him so much. He is in a guild of thieves, just like us, after all. Let's ask her about her favorite food. Roasted apple. Okay. Your family? I have a family in the capital. I do not talk to them. I joined the guild after I murdered the captain of the 3rd Legion. She was in the 3rd Legion of the Empire. She killed her captain. Okay. Let's bid goodbye. The cartographer.
Can you claim this token?
Okay, so accept 6 gold as payment for your information. Can we return later? Come back soon as he calls you to pursue your quest. Can I come back to this card? Oh, I can. Beautiful.
A game of chance or two, perhaps.
Beside a busy Empire Road, you spy a ramshackle stall, whereupon a few ramshackle people are seated on stools, rolling dice. You approach the stall, and behind the table is a little girl practicing a poorly tuned violin. Beside her awaits a squat lady clad in a flowery apron. Welcome. Have a seat. Do try the spice cakes. I baked them this morning. There's a shout of victory as a grubby pauper further down the table wins a small pile of gold. So, let's play some dice. Let's bet a whole bunch of money. Remember, Poppet, it's double or nothing. Berta hands you 3 well-worn dice. If your 3rd roll is the highest, you'll win enough to buy your sweetheart something from the market. Okay. Let's chuck them dice. Well, that was a shitty roll. Okay, roll at least 7 on your 3rd and final roll. Okay. So maybe we wanted something small? Alright. Hey, look at that, we got another achievement. This is your last roll, so we gotta roll at least a 9 on your 3rd and final roll. Okay. So you want them small. Yeah! Look at that. Got another achievement. Congratulations, dear. You have 134 gold with your original bet of 17 gold. Alright. I guess we could try to play some cards. Let's bet 18 gold? Aha, okay. Hey, look at that. We won some money. Congratulations. Alright, let's leave. I think we're good to go. Insist on pressing a few roasted chestnuts into your hand before you go. So do we get food? Alright, let's keep exploring. Alright, let's go back to the cartographer here. There are 5 revealed encounters on the map. Well, we can't go back. Do we get the token? I mean, I guess we have to find... It's just RNG based, so I'm guessing we'll have to get the cartographer, like, at the very end of whatever campaign we're on. At least that's my guess. Seems that way. Let's enter the inn. For once, Father Golfrey is merely sitting and staring silently into his papers. The quill is stationary in his hand. Tomorrow evening, I may die. For the briefest moment, fatigue crosses his face. Father Golfrey appears, all at once, very old. I hope you will know who the assassin is before then. Let's, ask why he trusts me. Father Golfrey looks at you sadly. Even if you were to steal the ring from my hand, you could never truly be a part of this guild. No, you don't have the heart for it. For the briefest moment, alright, asked to borrow gold from the guild's coffers to bribe the suspects. I think we have enough. Let's go with Borden. This is the guy that we can't get drunk. No, he does get drunk. I'm sorry. Borden is going to pick up some lamps from the shipwreck port that have been, let's say, repossessed from their owners. Note the meeting point on your map and retire for the night. All right. Oh, so we could hit this thing up like right now. We should absolutely do that. You ride in relative silence until Borden turns to you and asks, quite seriously, what do you think of the boss? Let's tell him Father Galfrey is hard to read. Trust you a little less? Really? At the port, you are approached by a pirate bearing a load of stolen lamps. Borden goes to give him a sack of gold, presumably payment. The unusual pale pirate shakes his head. No. He pulls out a rusty bucket and his sword. I want blood. Theirs. Borden looks at you expectantly, as if you shouldn't protest. Okay, 3... Ouch, okay. 13 max life. 5 max life. 10 max life. You trust me a little bit more. You retrieve the crates of stolen lamps and pile them onto the wagon before settling off. When you arrive at the drop-off point, Borden is seized with sudden emotion. I'm sorry I asked you to give blood. I'm a terrible person, aren't I? Let's attempt to comfort him. Oh, I hate these.
The pendulum swings like a scythe, bearing hope or
There you
fear.
go. Got it. At least it doesn't have the other ones, the other blocks that move. Trust me a little bit more. He wrings his hands as if he would like to very much leave. I should go. Let's ask him what he thinks about Father Galfrey. The boss always makes sure we get our cut. You can't ask for any better, really, in a guild of scoundrels like us. Okay, let's ask him about his favorite food. Oh, blackberry tart, or maybe apple tart. Borden begins to sweat, seemingly from the pressure of that question. Okay. Ask him about his family. I don't know if I should be telling you that sort of thing. Let's pay him 8 gold. Ouch. So I just need a 3 or better. Let's actually re-roll 2 of them. Nice. He looks sadly to the ground. She left me for a traitor. You don't want to probe any further. Okay, ask him about his past. Let's pay him 8 gold. Let's do it again. Oh, that's terrible. There we go. I was a farmer before this. Okay, bid goodbye. You know, let's go into camp and review the clues. It said that his life left him for a traitor. Okay. Rowena... She killed her captain. Used to be a famed actor. That Borden has worked for him for a long time. Borden will spill more truth when drunk. Galfrey said that Rowena has worked for him for a long time. Right? Always tells the truth for money, right? Okay. The assassin will always lie regardless of their personality. Alright, well, let's break camp right here.
The stench
Fetid
of death is upon
fins. The
everything
miasma
here.
hangs in the air, thick
understand
and
that,
redolent
you and
of the
I.
dead things trapped in the dark waters. Just walking this path has been known to leave travelers with a lifelong cough. You spy an old carriage through the fog, its wheels locked in a mire. The occupants either fled or were eaten by the inhabitants of the swamp long ago. Since the fog is thickest around its rotting timbers, there may be yet valuables within. Wow, I'm losing a lot of max health here. Enveloped in a thick cloud of marsh gas, you carefully make your way across the stones and falling logs toward your target. Goddamn pendulum. Oh shit. Almost lost it.
Nicely timed.
Goddamn right, that was nicely timed. You make your way to the carriage and discover an old crate. The rock rips Or the lock rips from the sodden wood, giving you access to the equipment inside. Oh, hello there. Artifact requires careful aim. So it does a whole bunch of damage to corrupted. Let's get Dark Thirst. Yeah. And let's equip it too, so maybe we can actually get the token for it. You flee the wetlands, though the taint of the stench lingers with you. Gain some fame. We're pretty famous right now.
Goblins. They lead to naught but trouble. Were it in my hands, I would never deal with them.
Okay. You spy a goblin, half hidden in the copse of trees, counting the gold weighing down his neck. Startled by your presence, he beats a hasty retreat through the magical portal. Let's follow him. You tell Molocalypse to stay behind before pursuing the goblin through the portal. Alright, so I'm wondering if it's another one of these, like, dungeon-esque type things, right? To avoid a bunch of traps. Yeah, it is. Okay, so you guys see those, like, the green and the yellow? Should be pretty obvious what those are. Alright, well, let's go down first. Nothing over here. Oh, god damn it. Move! Dumbass. There's some food. God damn it. Fucking wonky ass controls. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's some more money. Oh, and there's the end right there. I'm not sure if there's anything over here. I'm not gonna risk it. Funk that. Let's just run to the exit. Lost enough goddamn health. That was terrible. I'm guessing we get the token. You exit through the glowing door to find yourself in more or less the same place as before. Molocalypse waves at you from a few steps away, surprised and bemused. The crunching of leaves underfoot betrays the goblin running further into the forest. So we got the token? Oh, okay, so I have to actually follow him. If you follow him, he may lead you to the goblin treasure hoards of legend. Alright. One drunken night, you feel cold stone against your cheek. Head pounding, you open your bleary eyes. The unmistakable scrape of metal wakes you fully from your slumber, and you slowly take stock of your surroundings. So am I like in a prison? We got another one of these dungeon things. Maybe I'll actually do this one a little bit better. God damn it. Someone's got money over there. Give me all your money for me. I want my money. Are there any, like, food games? There's some gold down there. Over there. Not down. To the west. I hate these, like, little spike traps over here. I suck at doing them. I can't remember if there was anything over to the right. Let's not chance it. Let's just go. Good way to get, like, supplies, though. I mean, they don't really yield much, but I mean, it's if you're good at avoiding all the traps, I mean, it's just free gains. You follow the stairs upward until you emerge in a forest, the morning sun now burning your eyes. You fumble in your haversack for something to eat. Happily, you find a half-eaten pasty and try to find your way out of the woods. Alright, so let's follow the goblin. The goblin turns to see you still in pursuit. He shouts in exasperation, "Leave me be, meddling human!" Negative. The mournful blare of his horn echoes through the forest. Another portal yawns before you. The goblin is nowhere in sight. Alright, well, let's do it again. Boy, I'm out of lovely beverages. I guess I have to make a BEERUN beer run. Although it's getting kind of late for that, isn't it? What time is it right now? Time on deck is 22:07. All right, well, it's not too late. All right, so what do we got here? We got some gold, gold, and gold. All right. What are you doing? Get the money. That was pretty easy. Can I get my token now? Por favor. You find yourself face down in a pile of leaves, being shaken awake by Malacalypse. Slightly dazed, you hear the jangle of coins in the distance. Oh, Jesus Christ, I gotta continue to pursue this thing. Alright. You catch up with the goblin just as he leaps into another portal. Natch. Another dungeon it is. Well, it'd be nice to get some, like, some food gain. Probably some health gain once, too. Although the last time I did one that actually had the health gain, it was like... It was the one box. They must be kind of rare. Look at that. Some money right off the start. Money! Alright, here's some food. Actually, this is the end. Would you look at that? Well, there's some gold up here. These bear traps are kind of a joke. Can we catch the goblin now? Is that possible? The portal deposits you directly in the path of the oblivious Malacalypse, bowling him over. As you pick yourself up off the ground, you spy the elusive goblin escaping over a hill. Again! Again! Jesus, Mary, and Joseph! I got a lot of money. Okay, so he's at the very end. So we're gonna make a beeline. Oh, we gotta fight more goblins. Well, they're gonna end up stealing that ring, which is okay. It's alright with me. Just out of curiosity, though, I mean, if I kill all these guys in time, I'm wondering if I get the ring back. It would make sense that you would. I don't see it being like a one-use item. Hey, maybe we'll unlock the token for this guy. Messing him up. Die. I just do so much damage. Die! Yeah. I'm getting good at avoiding being hit here. I mean, it's not that difficult. It's just I end up fumbling around with my keyboard and pressing the wrong button to block. That's my problem. Oh, we take our thing back. Get some fame. We're looking for some valuables. Oh, we got some max health. Alright there, Goblin Man. Panting, the goblin blows his horn, producing a weak wheeze. Curse you, leave me be. Wearily, he hefts his gold sack into a portal before tumbling after. Well, let's follow him again. This is actually kind of a long mission. I do have to say. I hope we don't end up failing. I hope we get the gold token, man. That would kind of like suck if we didn't get it. Although, I don't feel like I'm any closer to actually knowing who the assassin is. There's some food up there. Oh. God damn it. Motherfucker. Give me that food. When you emerge from the portal, you find yourself in a luxurious sitting room. Green lanterns cast uneasy shadows on the walls. Lying exhausted on a woven rug in the center of the room is the goblin. He sighs at your appearance. My, you are persistent. I'd offer you some murk tea if you hadn't pursued me relentlessly and barged unwelcome into my home. Let's ask where we are. His face cracks into a mischievous grin. You are in Goblin Town, human, where the sky is made of stone and the roast lizard is the best in the Empire. He gestures at the window and your jaw drops. The sky is indeed made of stone. The city waiting beyond has been carved into a vast cavern. The street below is host to a market lit up by the uneasy green lanterns. Goblins and hooded figures peruse the wares, giving the wide berth to giant rodent-like beasts of burden. You swear you see a lone Empire soldier before she disappears into the crowd. Let's demand money. He tips the sack of gold towards you. The goblin's face crinkles sadly. Take it. Okay, so we gained 20 gold. And 10 more gold. And 10 more gold. Wow. That's pretty amazing. As you grab the sack, he blows his horn, opening the portal at your feet. Next time you want to reach Goblin Town, consider using a more conventional entrance, and gives you a half-hearted wave.
Well,
and we get the token. Wow, this has been a pretty successful run. The Goblin's sitting room has fades from view, and you find yourself back in the forest. All right.
A rotten priest and a rotten thief.
Let's keep exploring for a second.
Spend the effort to save him and watch thousands.
I mean, we have
an
ungodly amount of money here, right?
Wealth.
So maybe we should look at their equipment. Let's get the Ring of Food because we can.
Well, that may help you on the road ahead.
Let's get the it resets. Oh, that's retarded. Bloodletting vial. What is this? To corrupted. Okay, I don't want that. Less effective against corrupted. Okay, we'll buy this.
Is that your choice?
Item thingy.
Really?
Really? Yeah, that's not gonna do us any good. So, I guess what we could do, I don't think we really need to worry about it. We could buy some healing. Sure. I mean, we got all the money. Discard this card for 2 food. No. Give me the health. Oh, we could buy some food. I want to buy some food. But it was a little unneeded. You got like this huge for buying the largest stack of food. Let's leave. Don't need to be here anymore.
As
All right.
things so often do, suspicion turns
Let's
to
enter the inn.
violence
You find
and
Father
violence to
Gulfrey at
death.
his usual parade. Blah, blah, blah.
Bring something more to our table than callous.
You watch Borden,
monster.
Rowena, and Grindon roaming about the tavern. Find and eliminate the assassin before they eliminate me. However, I cannot be responsible for what may happen if you accuse one of my silencers wrongly. A red candle upon the fireplace burns tall. Well, let's talk to Father Gulfrey about details. I advise you not to waste your time. I have a very personal stake in your prompt success. Let's hear the death threat again. When the red candle's flame burns out, on his last evening at the Mulberry Inn, the false priest will have his sins appeased. Offer to stand guard to him. They are thieves. Right, they want money. Okay. They are merely killing me another day. No, this must end tonight. Okay. The red candle burns tall. Let's review the clues again, I guess, right? Gulfrey said that Borden has worked for him for a long time. Borden will spill more truth when drunk. Rowena has worked for him for a long time and was in the 3rd Legion of the Empire Army. And she always to tell the truth for money. Grindon has worked for him for a long time. Makes wild accusations when drunk. The assassin will lie regardless of their personality. I think it might actually be Rowena, because when she told us that she killed the captain, we didn't have to pay her for that. I think. No, we didn't have to pay her at all, because she really trusted us. Let's actually see what Borden said. His wife left him for a traitor. Okay. Rowena says that she was in the 3rd Legion of the Empire and killed her captain. And Grindon says he used to be a famed actor. I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know which one, man. Like, how are we supposed to get more clues? I mean... Let's approach Grindon. Yes, I heard about your assassination threat from my own channels. Grindon adjusts his head. I'm very well respected in the guild, you know. Let's drink with him. He takes the offer of a drink without hesitation. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shouldn't be too difficult, right? I just hate the pendulum. I hate it. That and the spinning wheel thing. Come to think of it, the soothsayer here told me not to trust the color red. Rowena has red hair. Grindon claps his hands as if it was settling the matter. Grindon drunkenly said not to trust the color red. Okay, well, candle's red. Let's bribe him 20 gold, because we got a lot of gold. Chuck them dice. Hey, look at that. We got it right off the bat. Beautiful.
Victory. You are learning.
Borden murdered his wife, you know. Sold her to the desert nomads. Okay. Well, but we know that the wife left him for a traitor. Okay, let's talk to Borden. Try to get him drunk. Let's drink with him. He looks happy that you offered. I'll have a mulberry wine then, if you're offering. Okay. Oh, no. God damn
Poorly
it.
done.
Can we try it again? I fear that you're trying to get me drunk to gain insight in something. I'll be honest with you. I know very, very little about what goes on around here. Let's drink with him again, I guess. Alright. I mean... Oh, there we go.
Breathe. You have done well.
Drunken Borden pulls you close and whispers fearfully, "Don't let her hear this, but the redhead is ruthless. She infiltrated the 7th Legion as the Empire soldier for 6 moons and killed her commander in cold blood." Rowena was in the 7th Legion of the Empire and killed her captain. Alright, well, we still got a bunch of money. So, we'll bribe him. Wow, he need a large...
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Come on, throw it. Chuck that shit. Yeah. The gray-eyed fellow only began working several days ago. I'm not sure what his story is. Of all of us, I would suspect him the most. Borden said that Grindon has only been working for the guild several days ago. Okay. Let's talk to Rowena. Oh, we don't need a drink with her. Let's just bribe her with some money. She always tells the truth, right? Wow, it was terrible. God damn it. So I just waste the money? I think we just wasted the money. It's fine. We can try it again. We'll do one of these. There we go. It's the bearded man. It's Borden. She says it's Borden. Borden says it's Grindon. It seems to have taken very little time to burn down. Let's drink with her. I do not drink. It dulls the senses. You notice that? Okay. Let's bribe her for 10 gold and see if that gives us anything else. On the money. Tell me it's something different. They don't wear a hidden wrist dagger. Okay, so it's probably because Grindon had the dagger. Has burnt to a stump.
Hurry now. The moment is almost here. Make your decision.
Let's review the clues. That his wife left him for a traitor. Borden drunkenly said that Rowena was in the 7th Legion of the Empire and killed her captain. Said that Grindon only began working for the guild for several days ago. Or what did Galfrey say about Grindon? 3rd Legion of the Empire Army. Grindon has worked for him for a long time. Wild accusations when he's drunk. Galfrey said the assassin looked... God damn it. So what did Borden say? Left him for a traitor. Was in the 7th Legion of the Empire and killed her captain. Okay, so I think it's Borden. I think it's Borden. I think it's him. We're gonna accuse him. No, I don't need to see what he said. Let's approach Borden. Let's accuse him. Borden's nervous demeanor disappears in an instant. Grinning, he draws his blade. You have made a grievous mistake, mercenary. You have uncovered the assassin. Yeah! Look at that. Silencer of greed. Borden rallies some guild minions. Wow, there's a lot of these guys. That's alright. Just go down pretty quickly here. Besides, I got the one bomb thingy that stuns these guys. We're just gonna have to use it. Speaking of which, you know what we should probably do? Let's reset the control, because yeah, there we go. Yeah. Father Galfrey's faithful servant.
Right one, wrong one. I've been itching to fight these sods since we met them.
Oh yeah. Mess this guy up. No, this way. I just messed him up. He did. That's right, sit down, punk ass bitch. Yeah. Slaughtered. This is actually, not only was it a successful run, but this has been kind of long, and it's been really fulfilling, actually. As the violence subsides, you realize that Father Gulfrey is standing next to you, eyeing Borden's body glibly. Such a shame. I thank you for your services. He places a heavy bag of gold in your hand and returns to his seat by the fireplace.
There is still a chance of completion, but no chance of perfection. No.
Wait, why didn't I get the token? Why didn't I get the gold token? What the hell? Like, I better be able to unlock that shit.
More cards, more choices, more tokens to unlock.
Borrow Burrow, Fallen Treasure, Soothsayer, Dark Alleys, and Trading House. Alright. Cry of Victory, Thieves' Folly, Mask of Holy Fortunes, Sacrificial Blades. For exploring land, your supplies have been added to. Outstanding. Merchant's Ring. Nice. So here's all of our tokens. For raiding the caravans in Desert Trek. That's right, because of the treasure map. A Madmen's orphanage livable for orphans. The Cure. Excellent. So I think that might be his last card. Then I can move on to Stephen Colbert, or Colbjorn, for combat prowess with the Warrior's Axe. Chieftain's Axe, nice. And finally, for following the Goblin all the way to Goblin Town. Alright. So why am I not getting the gold token? I feel so cheated. Why?
Here the hermit hides, and with him the secrets that underpin your history.
Why did...
We will explore them together.
No, but... Maybe... Did I need to get all... Maybe I needed to actually pay for all of the... I needed to bribe them. I needed to use the 10 gold and the 20 gold option. Maybe I needed to max that out, and that's why I didn't get the gold token. If that's the case, that is fucking stupid. I'll just do that shit on my own, but I just can't believe that's the case. Whatever. I take back what I said. That was, for the most part, fulfilling. Anyways, I'm done for the moment. I think I need a break here for a little while. And besides, I need to catch up on some of the other series. I'm actually going to continue on with our Crusader Kings 2 Yabguid Succession series. Against my better judgment. Brett made a good point. Well, actually, you know what? Let's not, you know, muddy the pot here. You know, we don't need to make this, this turbid by any means. I'll talk about that when I actually record that episode. How about that? So, join me next time. I'm still working out a schedule for me to actually, you know, do this consistently. Live stream, that is. I'm still kind of undecided. I actually kind of like just doing it, you know, whenever, just like this. But I don't know. We'll see. But thank you for joining me. It's been fun. I'll see you guys in the next time that I live stream. So take care and have a good one.